Forever 21, H&M, Old Navy, Gap. Chances are you've heard of and own clothing from at least one of these stores. But did you know that buying clothing from these retailers not only supports poor working conditions, but also negatively impacts the planet as well as your wallet? Today I'm going to explain the dangers of fast fashion, specifically the damage that it can have on workers, the environment, and the economy, and give you some recommendations on how to shop more ethically. But first, I want to give the definition of fast fashion. Fast fashion is defined as inexpensive clothing produced rapidly by mass market retailers in response to the latest trends. Although cheap and trendy clothing may sound appealing, the reality of fast fashion is much darker. First, I want to discuss with you the poor working conditions that employees of fast fashion retailers are subjected to. Employees experience long days with very few short breaks, unsafe and dirty facilities, and extremely low pay. Many workers earn as little as 33 cents per hour and can work up to 16 hours per day. The fast fashion industry exploits poor people in third world countries and forces them into essentially a form of slavery. Not only is fast fashion detrimental to workers, but it is detrimental to the planet as well. Fast fashion retailers have no regard for sustainability and produce clothing that is harmful to the environment. They tend to use irresponsibly sourced goods and create massive amounts of waste. Fast fashion is also harmful to the economy because fast fashion business models are not sustainable. The prices are far too low, and clothing is produced in mass amounts, and companies are unable to keep the clothing in stock due to its trendy nature. Buying fast fashion not only supports a corrupt industry, but it costs the consumer extra money. Fast fashion clothing is made quickly and with little regard to quality. As a result of this, even though you may spend less money upfront for an item of clothing, you will need to replace that item within less time because of its poor quality. Lastly, I wanted to give you some recommendations on how to shop more sustainably and ethically. Make sure to look up the companies that you purchase from to find out how they treat their workers and how they make their clothing. There are many retailers who pay their employees living wages and provide clean and safe facilities. My last recommendation is to thrift for clothing. This way, you can buy cheap and quality clothing without supporting a linear economy. A linear economy is an economy model that uses a product once and then gets rid of it, whereas a circular economy reuses products. So there's less waste, and it's better for people who have less. In conclusion, fast fashion is an issue of social justice, environmentalism, and economic success. Today, I have discussed the poor working conditions, harmful effects on the environment, as well as the economy, and how you actually save more money by not buying fast fashion. And lastly, I explained to you some ways that you can support ethical clothing companies. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope this has given you something to think about.